Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Some Mo Gaming, and today we are checking out ranking every anime ever, but by opening only. So this will be funny. He always does really cool, interesting videos, man. Like his every anime in 7 words and his anime in minutes and all this stuff. Absolutely sick. So yeah, can't wait for this. And check out my Etsy shop, links in the description, t-shirts and hoodies there to be purchased. And if you want to support the channel, $1 a month on the Patreon page gets your name at the end of every video. Let's get into this.
So today we'll be talking about anime openings.
Alright.
I'm not sure if you've ever seen one before, but I'm sure at least 3% of you guys know of its existence. And that is indeed the main subject of this video, as we are going to go through many openings in the most YouTuber way. And you see here on the Some Mo Gaming channel, you already know I don't do very conventional things. So if you thought I was just going to go over 10 anime openings, 25 anime openings, or even 100
No, because we've seen him rank every single episode in Naruto and then every single episode in Shippuden. My god.
openings, that is just simply not enough. And what I'll be attempting to do is going over not the top 200, but the top 250 anime, according to Mal. So technically you can say I covered every single anime in existence, right? And maybe down the line I could do this again for anime endings or even seasonal anime, who knows?
Oh my god, this must have taken, oh my god, forever.
Oh, drop a like if you'd like to see that. And yeah, let's get into this disaster of a video. Bro, to think I spent 6 hours making these cards. Surprisingly, out of all these shows, there are 6 that I have not watched. That might actually be a wake-up call that I need a life, huh? And with anime that have multiple seasons or parts, I'll just merge them into one entity because I feel like that would make the most sense here. And for the tiers, we got God, Subarashi, Solid Yes, LOL, you already know the deal. Starting off, we got Attack on Titan. This anime is definitely an underground one that many people don't know about. I'm not even sure if you even know what it is. And even when Linked Horizon isn't present, the other artists featured in these openings, they kind of slam too. Even if it's like a peaceful opening. And honestly, yeah, I don't even know why I'm keep talking, bro. So let me just put you right there. And honestly, you know what anime is also pretty cool? ReZero. Death Note. I mean, shit. The first opening, legendary. But let's talk about that second opening. Now, that's a true banger. Let me put you up here. Full Metal Alchemist. This is also putting into account the original series, which, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm merging series. With the original Full Metal Alchemist, people didn't really fuck with it because they made a very different approach in terms of the story. But I fucked with both of the Full Metal Alchemist, so I'm just gonna drag it up here real quick. Naruto. Wow, what anime is this? I don't think I've ever seen it before. Now, Naruto, I think every opening
A lot of
a banger.
openers.
They just don't miss.
Yeah.
Naruto, the reason why I separate it from Naruto is because it's not Naruto.
It's not the same. It's just not.
Okay, it's a separate entity.
Yes.
We don't own this shit. But what I do gotta say about the openings for Boruto is that they all are fucking bangers. And let me reiterate, the openings
I do remember from what I watched, the openings actually being pretty decent, yeah.
for Boruto are good. But the anime, One Punch Man, I do think the opening was quite a legendary one. The music, I think it's good, but it's not something I could just jam to on its own. So overall, I would probably put it right about here. Now, Sword Art Online, whether you hate it or love it, I think we can all come to a unanimous decision that the openings fucking slap. Even in the later seasons where Kirito turned into a potato, nothing but bangers. My Hero Academia.
My favorite part of Sword Art Online is when Kirito was a potato.
Hero Academia definitely has its standout bangers, but I feel like occasionally they would have solid ones. They're good, but just good, and not much to them. So overall, maybe like right about here, Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably gonna get me canceled, but I think Demon Slayer is as basic as a shonen can get. But the animation hard carried it. The openings all fucking slap.
Alright, okay, I see what you're saying. The animation is part of what is carrying the show.
God, Tokyo Ghoul, the Oshii. Okay, I'll never do that again. But that shit alone is legendary.
Yes.
And speaking about the other
Yes.
Tokyo Ghoul openings as well, they do have their own personality, which I do
Never watched Ri. I never gave Ri a chance.
enjoy that uniqueness to them. There's no other place to place this but here. Now, Hunter x Hunter, I honestly thought the Hunter x Hunter openings
Mate.
were good. But after listening to the same song for 148 episodes, I tend to get a little tired of it.
Yeah, they did use the same opening for a while, so okay.
It's a pretty goddamn good song, but listening to it 100 plus times kind of is a little much. So I would probably put Hunter x Hunter in the Subarashi tier.
Okay.
Kimi no Nawa, I quite honestly didn't get the hype behind this movie when it was hot.
Oh, this film's so good. And isn't there a new movie out from the same people that made this?
But I do gotta say, it's a solid film. And the opening scene at the beginning, with the song and all, I think it was rather solid and just solid. Steins Gate, now I'm gonna be honest, the first time I listened to the opening for Steins Gate, I thought it was just kind of But as you progress through the story and listen to it more, it kind of grows on you, or I mean, that's how it was for me. And also put into account Steins Gate Zero, which is kind of like an alternative line of Steins Gate. Now that opening fucking slaps.
Okay, I need to watch Steins Gate Zero, man.
Tier. Jujutsu Kaisen, both of the openings for the show, pretty goddamn good. Really fitting the whole atmosphere of the show. And on top of that, we got Mappa doing Mappa things. Where can you go wrong? God, quintessential quintuplets. If you're into trashy harems like myself, this will be your shit. And on top of that, for the openings and endings even, all the songs are sang by the voice actors. And honestly, all 5 of these voice actors are goated. So I think that's another god. Kono Katachi. And this one did have an opening, but I don't even know if we can qualify as opening. So what I think about it, yes. So gay ass, you already know that legendary opening. Boom, whoa. Okay, I'm never gonna do that shit again. But that one is definitely a legendary one.
Hell yeah.
That one, I honestly don't really remember that much. We could put it up here. Black Clover fans are not gonna be happy to hear this, but like Boruto, they kind of dumped all their budget.
The Black Rover opening was sick. I remember that one being cool.
In the openings as well, and we can all agree that Black Clover just doesn't miss with its opening. Matter of fact, they're probably in the top 10 of all time. God, the One Piece, an anime that does have about 2 million episodes and 2 million.
Jesus, he's going so fast. He is going to do 250, and this is mad.
Openings. And honestly, with my experience, I think they're very consistently solid with occasional bangers. So we could put the One Piece up here.
The One Piece.
It's real. 1 is an acquired taste. Then opening 2 following that, kind of a banger. But if you really want to get into the true bangers, the 2 recent seasons that came out, which is Go and Sotsu, now those are fucking bangers. So I can't say the same for the fucking anime adaptation. But yep, Beastars. Now I'm gonna be honest, I do not have a first seat in my closet, but there is one banger with
Not their class. The openings are boss.
Wasabi, which is season 2 opening 1. I feel like this one hard carries Beastars in the sense of openings. Up here, Girl Line April. You already know the give me Dayo, give me none Dayo. That shit still bangs to this day. Toradora, I believe Toradora's openings had their own charm, and I really did like opening 2. It's probably like one of my favorites. But is it good enough to be God tier? I'm not sure about that, but it was pretty fucking amazing.
Okay.
ReZero, across all the openings, there has never been one bad apple. Without a doubt, it goes up here. Angel Beats. Now this one is quite the nostalgic one for me.
I need to watch Angel Beats.
This was actually my first anime, so you know.
Wow, okay.
And by the way, these images are not in order from best to worst in the tiers. They're all equal, because I'm actually too lazy to adjust these to like make them in a particular
Fair, you're doing
order.
a lot.
All that bullshit, okay? No Game, No Life. Once upon a time, there was a time when I had intros on my channel, and I'm not sure how many of you guys have been around to witness that era, but there was a time where I used the opening one. Why am I acting like there's multiple seasons for No Game, No Life?
Yeah, like the opening.
But there was a time where I used an opening song for No Game, No Life in one of my openings. Drop a comment if you remember those times. I'm not even sure if I have any subscribers from then, but honestly, that song just slapped. The aesthetic on the opening slapped. God tier. A Comic a Kill. The openings in it, they all fucking slapped. Like, what's up with that? It just had its own personality. Like, it was fuckable. God tier. The Toaru series. Now, bias might be a huge role in all of this, and this is putting in consideration Index, Railgun, and Accelerator, rounding them up to a whole number. Fucking God tier. Erased. The visuals for it were pretty nice, and the song, I liked it. I fucked with it. And if we were talking about the endings, this anime could easily be an S tier or a God tier.
I would love to see like based on endings. I wish though with this it would get like a second of each. I know copyright's really annoying. I wish we'd get like a second to just get that what the actual opening is with this, but it's fine.
Because it just hits that hard. But since we're talking about the opening, the Nuts and Taizai, I'm gonna be honest, the first 2 seasons I really liked, and then after that, I don't know what happened. But I'll just put it in solid. Mirai Nikki or The Future Diary, despite what you think about the anime and its writing, I wholeheartedly believe that we all could say the openings are absolute fucking slammers.
Okay.
Mob Psycho, this show also had its own aesthetic.
The openings are so freaking sick for Mob Psycho. Yes. Yes.
We could put it up here. Why not?
God tier.
Classroom. Now, all the openings in this one are quite a fun experience. Though I would say the last opening is probably my favorite because, I mean, with the context of the anime, I'm not going to spoil anything. It was pretty goddamn fitting.
Sad.
Tier. Wotakoi. Now, this opening is quite a legendary one. They got the anime characters dancing along with the music, which, you know, we need more of this, where they got this, like, special hand dancing shit. Like, this is a modern masterpiece in itself. Blue Exorcist, I'm going to be honest, Blue Exorcist just had a lot of walking in its opening. I mean, it had some good music to it, but it was just walking, and that's pretty much it. Not much there. So if I were to rate it, yes.
Is the second season any good? I need to know. I really loved it.
Haikyuu,
the first
which is probably gonna upset a lot of people. I
it.
mean, it is just a volleyball show, so I guess there's really not much
just
to
a
do. I'm
volleyball
gonna put
show.
in like
dear.
the Solid Tier, The Promised Neverland. This anime probably had the best anime adaptation of all time. And if I were to just go over opening 1, this would easily be
First
a God
season.
tier. But since season 2 came out, and for some reason, whenever I see that opening, I get irrationally angry. Origami.
Yes.
This is another anime that has its own aesthetic with its opening, and honestly, like master class bangers. The type of shit you can listen to on loop and never get tired. God tier. Konosuba, another anime that has its own style, which is very fun and silly. we gotta do it. Komi-san, opening 1 was quite the bopper. Though opening 2
was good.
Really
I haven't seen the second opening.
My Dress Up Darling.
No.
Haruki Nagawa was
God tier. God tier. God Tier.
As the waifu of the season, but after seeing how oversaturated she became, I got tired of her. I got tired of seeing her. Solid. Rent-a-Girlfriend. Now, like Watakoi, I do appreciate the characters in the anime dancing along with the openings, but then they tried it again. They're abusing it. Solid. Nagatoro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I do appreciate the uniqueness, but it's not my type of flavor. It was just kind of so I'll just place it right here. Dragon Ball. And this is put in consideration Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and goddamn did Dragon Ball Super have its bangers. Especially the Tournament of Power. Them shits fucking banged and probably hard carried them up into God. Bleach, here's where things might get a little hostile in the comment section. I honestly thought Bleach had a consistent basis of solid openings. Occasionally, it would have its occasional bangers. So, right here you go. The Monogatari series. Now, this one is quite a doozy for me. Because after listening to opening 3 and 4 in memes and shit non-stop, it just ruined Monogatari openings for me. Matter of fact, I think it's gonna be the first to go here. Because them shits is like pouring bleach into my ears. Chainsaw Man, this opening was rather nice. You know,
Absolutely sick. Shut up, God Tier.
And they even got references to some movies that I have no clue about. And because of the amount of thought put into this opening, yeah, I put it up.
You never seen Pulp Fiction?
What? Okay, cool. Quite the sad one. And the opening for this, beautiful. God. Next we got I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. What a name. And the opening for this movie is just sad. From the music to the visuals, another goated opening. Kill la Kill. This anime is a great family-friendly anime that's perfect for the whole family to enjoy. And the 2 openings in it were pretty good in my opinion. It definitely had its own special charm to it. I'll put it up here in the Subarashi tier. Fairy Tail, I'm gonna be honest, I think it was pretty consistent with its openings. I think the song's kind of hard.
I dropped off of the Fairy Tail
right here. Yuri on Ice, bro. We already know this one is a modern day classic because we were all born to make history. Parasite, this opening just had an absolute banger, and the visuals for it were pretty damn good as well.
Yeah, a bit overrated the anime itself though. Gotta say it, but yeah.
But for the banger alone, we could slap this shit up here. Cowboy Bebop. Well, for the Cowboy Bebop opening,
that's God Tier. Come on.
Good. I don't think it's a God Tier, but I thought it was pretty good.
It's Cowboy Bebop. You cannot put the opening anywhere else but. Oh my God! What? No.
Controversial opinion now. Kaguya-sama Love is War. There has never been a time where an opening has failed to be godly. From the visuals to the music, nothing but masterpieces. Neon Genesis Evangelion. The opening song alone is enough to absolutely dominate on this tier list. God. Death Parade. Now, here's where the comment section might...
Right, no. Death Parade's opening, boss. The anime... very, very basic.
I actually catch on fire. Yes, the opening is an absolute banger, but I don't think it was banging enough to make it up to God Tier. I am so very sorry. Planad, this anime had 2 openings for its 2 seasons, and man, were they good actually. Subarashi. Violet Evergarden, another Kyoto Animation production here, and this opening kind of just went hard. The singer for it, ooh. Woo! We might have to slap this up into God Tier. Bunny Girl Senpai, upon first listening to it, I didn't like it. But after listening to it more, I still don't really like it.
Yeah, it was a bit annoying.
Slap it down here.
The show was great, though.
I'm actually quite surprised this anime is up here. Was the umbrella scene really that impactful? But the visuals for this one are very, very spooky, really fitting the anime's aesthetic, and the song kind of jammed. Subarashi. Psychopaths. Now, if we were going over endings, I would actually put this up into like God Tier because the endings for Psychopaths, they just hit. They hit hard. Opening 1, I wasn't really too much of a fan of. But opening 2, maybe because it had Daddy Kogami in it, maybe that's the reason why I enjoyed it so much. But overall, I think it was like a B+. So, you know what? I'm gonna bump it up to Subarashi. Anohana, I really thought the ending was pretty godlike. But in terms of the opening, it's pretty chill. Not much really happens, and the song is chill. So, what I think about it, yes. Shoujo Bizarre Adventure.
Which part? Come on.
Definitely has its own aesthetic, own style. All songs kind of jam. It just gotta go up here. I don't know.
Yep.
Darling in the Franxx, we all know the
God, and yes, Darling in the Franxx opening is God Tier as well. You know it is.
Kiss of Death, the drop, it's just too OP.
Yes.
God, I love my trashy harems. And the openings for this show, they definitely had their own style to it. And they even got Clarice and Lisa for the openings. Oh my God. Shokugeki no Soma. This one actually had a lot of seasons, and overall, you know, food is cool and all.
They had 4 seasons.
Soul Eater, the openings for Soul Eater actually were above average, I would say. Now, is it good enough to round up from a B+ to an A? I don't know about that. Odagairu, across the board, we had nothing but certified bangers. Grand Blue, this opening was nothing but a fun time. It had fun music, fun visuals, solid. Girl Lagoon, the opening for this was quite the banga. Though not really being much of a mecha fan, kind of impacted my score on this, and I think it's pretty solid. Charlotte, the song was beautiful, and when it drops, the visual surrounding it just synergizes with it. God, High School DxD, a very family-friendly anime that we all know and love. And speaking for its openings, it kind of pains me to say this because I like this anime so much. They weren't really all that. In fact, what I think about it, yes, High School of the Dead. Now this one, on the other hand, they really put some thought into.
Now, when is season 2? Every year I hear rumors and like people posting stuff. It has to happen, man.
Their opening. They got dynamic camera angles that are 100% necessary, and honestly, we could put it up in the Subarashi tier. The devil is a part-timer. Personally, I thought the openings were good, but there was really nothing that left an impact on me. So, right about here, Overlord.
Okay.
Now, every Overlord
openings are amazing. God tier, don't you dare. Let me show you love and passion.
opening had an absolutely great song to it with amazing drops. Like, it almost felt like balls were dropping in my mouth. I felt like the action scenes could have been a lot better. They felt basic as fuck, but with the songs alone, I think they're good enough for Overlord to be placed up here. Aruhi Suzumiya. This anime is definitely a classic, and if we were to actually go over endings, you know, the one with the dance, this could have been God tier. But we're talking about the openings here. Shield Hero.
He really wants to do the endings video, doesn't he? It's so funny.
Now, this one is definitely an isekai that I don't know what happened to it, but everyone liked the first season, and then the second season came around and kind of shit the bed a little.
Yeah, but people seem to be excited about the third season. I think they really sped through like the worst part of what the original story was. I've not read it myself, so I'm gonna give it, you know, because the second to last episode of the second season was actually quite good. But yeah, it doesn't say a lot, does it?
Speaking for the openings alone, I think they were quite above average, so we could put it in the Subarashi tier. Inuyasha. Now, this one had a lot of openings, and I do gotta say, opening 6 is my favorite. That might actually be an unpopular opinion or some shit. But overall, Inuyasha openings were quite consistent. Nothing too special, nothing too bad. Pretty solid. Open lead. I'm not here to listen to a fucking opera. That's a big LOL for me.
Damn.
Danmachi. This one has like millions of seasons and still ongoing somehow.
It does not. It's on its 4th season. It's doing really well. The story's amazing and the opening's a class. Give it at least the second one.
And across all the openings, they were all quite solid.
Ah,
Great
okay,
Teacher
wow.
Onizuka, the opening, it was rather aight. Fate Zero, nothing but stunning visuals from opening 1 to opening 2, and the songs quite legendary as well. God. Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and this
Same.
is also put into account the original, which people shit on that like crazy. I mean, I personally didn't think it was that bad. And Fate
No, because you're saying Unlimited Blade Works. It's different. You got Fate Stay Night and then you got Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. They are different.
Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, I mean, it's affordable, doing affordable things once again. God, Dr. Stone. There are 2 openings. I don't think any of them really stood out to me. Solid. K-On. Now, as a cultured individual, God tier. Guilty Crown. Now, I'm gonna say it straight up. Both openings for this, godly. And for the first one, we even got Inori singing. God. Next, we got Do-Ra-Ra-Ra-Ra-Ra-Ra. And overall, across all the openings, I thought the songs were alright. And for the visual presentation, it just goes through the thousands of characters in the world. What I think about it, yes. Gintama. To those Gintama fans out there, I do apologize.
I
Out of here.
I think I'm gonna love Gintama when I start watching it, man. Like that's gonna be something that's gonna happen very soon. But yeah, oh, there's so much to watch.
Across all the openings, I really did think Gintama was quite solid. Kakegurui. Now this show had some bangers and also followed up with an aesthetic that was quite glorious.
All right, I do remember the openings being, yeah, but the show itself.
And let me just stop talking and just put it right here. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. It had some really good songs, but aside from the songs, nothing really stood out to me. Solid. Hyoka, the song for the opening, a nice banger. So outside of that, everything was kind of like whatever. Solid. Shinibio. All openings did have certified bangers, and we even got the spawn of this one iconic game.
Amazing
God.
game.
Villain
Yeah.
Saga. I did really like opening 1, but opening 2, I don't know if I can say the same.
I mean, I thought that opening 2 was good. Just doesn't really slap as hard as the first one, does it?
Definitely had good vocals, but I don't know if it was my cup of tea. Solid. Bungo Stray Dogs. Across all the
I have put this in my list. I'm going to start watching this soon. This looks boss.
openings, nothing but bangers. Spy X Family. Opening 1 definitely had its own flavor to it, and opening 2 was just quite beautiful, like Subarashi. Awari no Serif. Overall, both openings have
Mate, what
bangers.
anime?
So not quite godly, but pretty damn good. Made in Abyss. I'm gonna be honest. In order to enjoy the Made in Abyss openings, I think you gotta actually watch it for yourself, because I feel like the openings grow on you over time. So yeah, I'm just gonna place it right here. Medical Magica. I'd say everything was above average, and let me just place you right here. Dead Man Wonderland. I think a lot of people actually do enjoy this opening quite a bit, and I didn't. I don't know why. It was kind of aight to me. The Pet Girl of Sakurasa. This opening was quite a fun time with a fun song. Solid. Horimiya. The aesthetic to this one, I actually did quite enjoy.
Horimiya's
but, like, the song was, it was alright to me. So I would put this in the solid tier. Nichijou. Now this one is quite the classic. The energy with the drop, with the animation, everything was just beautiful. God tier. Fire Force. Fire Force actually had some really good songs. And also I'll give the openings like a B+ tier. So let me just round it up to here. Mates.
Oh god, I need some more Fire Force, man. I need to see what happens next. It got so interesting with the story. It's like, intrigue, but yeah.
Summer. I'm not too much of a fan of shoujo anime, but this opening was done right. I do gotta give it a nice solid. Samurai Champloo. The song was pretty chill and nice, and the aesthetic for it was quite unique and pretty goddamn good, I'd say. I'd put it right about here. Dead Alive. If we were talking about the first 3 seasons, this would probably be a god tier for me, but since the 4th season came out, Kuroka no Basket. This one had multiple openings, and all around, I do believe they do average up to an above average score. Black Butler. This is actually one of the few I have not watched, but look at the openings. I thought they were alright. Yeah. Classroom of the Elite. The first opening was fucking godly.
This is something that one of my patrons
was pretty good. I guess we could fucking
man.
round it up. Batum. The opening for this was a certified banger. So much so that I could even just put it in God. Beyond the Boundary. This one was a production by Kyoto Animation, so of course it's gonna look beautiful, and the music as well. I'll put it right about here. Tokyo Revenger. I thought it wasn't anything too special. Maybe the song was pretty good, but none of the openings left an impression on me. Solid. Mushoku Tensei. This one actually didn't have an opening, but it had an opening song or opening songs, and they usually just played it like as background music for the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I kind of like that. They put in so much content within the episodes, as much as they could within the time they had. I appreciate that.
So Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. All openings had a fitting style, and the artist behind the opening produces nothing but bangers. Tsubarashi, Tower of God, and has everyone forgotten about Rachel, bro? Like, this is best girl. The opening for this.
I've not forgot, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I hope she gets what's coming to her. Tower of God's coming back this year, and I'm so excited for it. I can't wait for season 2 of Tower of God. I am like, I think that's the most exciting thing I am excited for anime wise this year. This year's got so much like stuff returning. Tower of God is what I am really buzzing for.
This had a really good song, but it just felt like a slideshow of credits, man. So the row. This one had quite the heavy drop. Subarashi. Terror and Resonance. It has an opening that has a song and some visuals, and it's an opening. Solid. Log Horizon. The openings across this anime were absolute bangers, though I feel like the visuals were a little bit bland. Solid. Orin High School Host Club. This opening, upon deep analysis, is dog shit. Devilman Crybaby. This opening just had noise. Yeah. Goblin Slayer, an anime that had possibly the best first episode to any anime, and no matter what your opinion is on Goblin Slayer, this opening kind of went hard. Tonari no Kabutsu-kun, this song is pretty goddamn fun. Solid. Psyche, I personally thought all the openings were quite
I just watched this on
regular
Netflix,
at Magic
isn't
High
it? This
School.
is
Not shit
mental.
anime, but we can all agree,
Yeah.
God tier. Magi,
Yeah, like how did it get a second season, man?
across all the openings, I'd say they were quite solid. Prison School, one of the few gag humor anime that actually made me laugh from the absurd stupidity. But needless to say, it kind of pains me that the opening was quite alright to me. Monster literally is just noise, but if you actually watch the anime, the sound just has meaning. It speaks to you. I might even put it up here. Black Bullet, you already know I'm a sucker for Flipside, and there may be a little bit of bias in this decision, but yeah, I'm just gonna place it right about here. Chivalry of a Failed Knight, with a drop that goes extremely hard. Almost made me real hard. Might have to place it right here. Real Life, I really like the song. Pretty cool, pretty inspiring, though nothing too out of the ordinary. Solid. Darker Than Black, it had 2 openings, and the first one I actually did quite enjoy, and the second one is just an absolute banger. God tier. Trinity 7, the drop goes hard, the visuals go hard. I just gotta give it a God tier. Yojo Senki, nothing like a crazed lolly anime, but I'd argue that this opening is quite immaculate. Golden Time, an opening that has quite a happy song with quite a happy girl, but since I didn't like the girl in the show, I might have to drag her down here. Combonery of the Iron Fortress. This anime wants to be Attack on Titan so bad.
Yeah, I heard it was Attack on Titan clone, but apparently it's alright.
But needless to say, despite it trying to copycat, this opening kind of did go fucking hard. Nozaki-kun, this one has an opening that is quite fun and fitting to the anime. I'd even argue it's above average. Black Lagoon, this anime has a very unique opening, and I'll drag it right about here. Blue Spring Bride, I really actually like this song. I think it was rather solid. Fruits Basket, even putting in consideration the original series, but if we're talking about the remastered version, it had its fair share of pretty good songs, and the drop on the final opening, bro, that shit kind of went hard. I'm about to put Fruit Basket up here. Haganai, now this one is actually quite quite a nostalgic one for me. I might just put this shit up here. The Ancient Magus' Bride. This opening, god damn, it fucking slaps. We gotta slap this right here. And alright, for the remainder of the anime we got here, I only got like 2 more rows left, plus some change. So I'm just gonna go through this shit rapid fire. I've been here for 3 hours. What am I doing with my life? Danganronpa. Subarashi. The God of High School. Yeah. Isekai Sensen. Solid.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Oh, sorry. God of High School's opening was absolutely freaking sick. It was so good. Like, that's annoyed me.
Solid. Kokoro Connect, solid. Akatsuki no Yona, solid. Banana Fish, yeah. Zero no Tsukaima, yes. 2 Year Eternity, solid. Human Stoke, yes. Shishi, sorry I gotta do this to you, pal. Daily Lives of High School Boys, yeah. Bakano, yeah. Bison Wolf, solid.
Baganos just, yeah, what?
Orange, yeah. Fully Cooley, let me just put you down there. 3, solid. Shimoneta, solid. Gates, had really good songs. Shinsu Coyote only had an opening on episode 16, which was quite aight. Yamada-kun and the 7 Witches. Now this one right here is a certified classic. God tier. Trigun, solid. K, solid. Sakamoto, Subarashi. Monster Musume, certified banger of an opening. Kisniver, yeah. And last but not least, we got the Misfits of Demon King Academy. I don't know how this dog shit is up in the top. And with that said, that is the complete tier list of anime based off their openings. I absolutely regret doing this now because this shit took forever. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like.
Absolutely class, cool.
I mean, the button is there, but you won't be able to see the dislike. But yeah, that is a tier list. I'm done here, and goddamn, I gotta go take a fucking shower after this.
That was very entertaining and very fun. I was quite happy to I've actually experienced watching quite a lot of those shows. Yeah, I hope he does the ending one. That'd be cool as well. But yeah, make sure you check out my Etsy shop. Links in the description. I got t-shirts and hoodies there you can purchase. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video upload, link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month for the last spot channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, really. Leave comments down below. Let me know that I should watch this in future videos. I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time. Bye.